Seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Elliott running right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's got Smith here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
What a waste of time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and then get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Cook now off the read option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's Prescott. This ball complete to Rager. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually Think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and this time he is in.
Yes. And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Cousins on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
Listen to me. 12's the mic.
Now Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Reagor.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line.
Right there. Oh. Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
At the 39-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, Elliott once more. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Cousins now from the 50.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll throw again. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 37-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, it's Elliott, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing is Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things going to get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Give him 30 yards there. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings, 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Just like that.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Cousins completes this to Jefferson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Here's Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so